Hello, my friends. Today we're learning Baba Basra, Daf Beis. A good Chodesh. We should have all a blessed month of lots of Tzuras Tovas. That should be Nefach, Niyogin, and Simcha. So the Gemara Daf Aleph Amud Beis. Shloisha Lekuchos Mitztarfim. Three Lekuchos, Reuben, Shimon, and Levi. And Reuben was there for 1 year, Shimon for another year, and Levi for a third year. And we know it used to belong to Yehuda before that. So together they have a chazaka, and we're going to see in a second that they all have a star one from each other. The second, Shimon has a star from Reuven and Levi from Shimon. Obviously, Reuven, if you'd have a star, wouldn't need a chazaka that he bought off Yehuda. But the second two have a star. Remember this of a Rav, we could see the Rav holds star isli kola, only if there's a coil of a star, then we say that it's a chazaka. If not, he should have been moicha. Why is someone selling a land that belongs to Yehuda? Because Yehuda could say, really, what do you mean? I saw Reuven 1 year, I didn't say anything because it hasn't been 3 years. I saw Shimon, that's not like how people do chazaka, change every year someone else. I didn't know you bought it off each other. If there was a star, you know about it because there's a coil. The Eidim, if there was no star between them, Leslie Kola. There's only Eidim that Shimon bought off Reuven and Levi off Shimon, that's not enough. Well, if practically Gemara of Amarav, Amoicha saw the Eidim, someone who sells a field with Eidim, Goivim, and Chosim, Mishubodim. And the person who sold it sold the property with Achraya, saying that if someone takes it away from you, you could take from fields I sold later on, or any fields I have. He has a chrayas on this deal. So if someone takes away this field, even though that the sale was only with Eidim, Goivim, and Chosim Mishubodim, you could take from field that the seller sold after he sold to me. So what's the difference? We could see there is a coil. If there wouldn't be a coil, why should they lose? So the Gemara, no. Also, Lekuchos, the people who bought later on after this field that was sold by Christ, Afsidu and Afshai, when they came to buy, they should have looked into it and see if this guy has a Christ or not. But by us, he didn't know about it. He didn't know that he thought he saw Reuven, Shimon, and Levi Machzik each 1 year. He thought this is weird. He didn't hear about it and go find out about it. So he said, I'm not bothering to do Mechor. Says the Gemara, Mi Omar Rav Ochi, the Rav say so, but man, we learned in the Mishnah. Amava is Chaver B'Shtar. We're going to bring a raya from Alva, someone who gives a loan with a document. Goyvim and Chosim Mishabodim, a field that the loiva sold after the Alva took place. The Malva could be goyvim from Alide Eidim, if it's only with Eidim this loan happened. Goyvim and Chosim Nechorim, only from fields that the loiva has. He can't take from fields that the loiva sold after the loan. So we could see that there is a difference between Shtar and Eidim. And here we're saying that Eidim is good. Selig more v'chitim, Rav Tonahu Polig. Rav argues very good. You have a kasha from the Mishnah. Rav is such a great Amora because he was in the generation of it changed. So he could argue, well, Rav Shmuel Damar Tavai, they themselves both said, Rav and also Shmuel, Mal ve'ala peh, alva that's without a star, ain't a goiva lo min ha-Yershim, he can't be goiva from the Yershim, v'lo min ha-lekuchas, and he can't be goiva from the people who you sold. So why does Rav say, Amoicha Sote Be'edim, goiva min ha-chosim mishubodim, what's the difference to loan and a mechira? Says the Gemara, no, milva as vinakaram is asking me from alva to a case of sale. Milva, in the case of alva, balpeh, you can't be going from mishubodim, kiko yosef, betzina yosef. When a person lends money from someone, he doesn't do it publicly because he doesn't want the people should know that he's hard up financially. If he's going to try selling anything, no one's going to want to pay a good price because they know we could bargain him. So he does it secretly. Say that his properties won't go down in value. Ole. But Zvini, when someone sells a field, man in Ara, someone who sells a land, Befares is of, and he sells and he announces it that everyone should come to give a better offer and to auction it out at the best price. And therefore, there's a sound about it, and therefore people know about it. It's not like Alva that person does secretly. A sound should come out that the land is for sale, and therefore people know about it. It's not like in a loan where no one knows about it, and therefore you can't be going from nechosim ushabodim. But by a sale, you could be going from nechosim ushabodim. Says the Gemara, if the father ate had the field for 1 year, Benstein, and then the son who nourished him had 2 years, or the Abstein, the father 2 years, Benshon, and the son only 1 year. Or third case, Abshon of Benshon of Shon, and then the son sold it to the Loikech, and the Loikech's been muchzik a year. Aryeh zu chazaka. Together, all three, the all chazaka against the Morikama who had it before the father. Lememra, said the Gemara, Lememra the Loikech is Leikola, that's what the Loikech brought off the Irish, you hear about it, and therefore the Morikama should have heard about it, and therefore he should have done a mecha, and therefore it's didn't do a mecha as a chazaka. Ramini have a kasha ochla b'fnei av shona, someone who did a chazaka of a field that belonged to the father, and he ate in front of the father a year. B'fnei ben shtayim, and then in front of the son 2 years after the father passed away, or b'fnei av shtayim 2 years by the father, b'fnei ben shona, and in front of the son a year, total 3 years. Or another case, b'fnei av shona, a field that belonged to the father, before the father died a year, he ate in front of him, b'fnei ben shona, b'fnei loikech shona, and then the son sold it after 2 years. I was by this other person, and he still kept staying. This other person kept in the field, this person who's machzik, and even though that the son sold it, and it looks like that he's saying it's his, the din is aryeh zu chazaka. That's considered a chazaka. V'isal kedai toch loikech is loikola. So what do you mean? When the son sold it to the Lekach, the son's basically saying it doesn't belong to you, Machzik, and you've only been in 2 years. That's the biggest mecha you could make, and therefore, why should it be a chazaka if there is a coil? Elamai, there's no coil when the Lekach buys, and that's not mecha. So why before we said it is a coil? Says the Gemara, Amar Papa Kitanya, this bright over here that it says that when the Loikech, the son selling it to the Loikech, doesn't do a mecha, it's talking about the moichesh sados of stam. The son sold all his nechosim, and now the Loikech comes and ties, one of the nechosim is this neches that you muchzik sitting in it. So we tell this koine, we don't know that it's this specific field. He sold all the nechosim. This doesn't belong. He didn't sell you this because this doesn't belong to him. It belongs to the machzik, and therefore that's the difference. Says the Mishnah. So now we can learn different types of chazaka. Someone, let's say, who's a tailor, and he gets a suit delivered to his house to sew buttons or fix it or whatever, and now he wants to say the suit belongs to him. And it's not chazaka of shalosh shonim, it's chazaka of someone kol ma shetachas yodei sheloyu, except of in a case where it makes sense I came to him. We're saying the craftsmen, vashutfim, and partners, and one of them wants to machzik in his partner's chelek, varisin, people who go into the field for a certain amount of produce a year to get, and they say it's their field. By protopusim, people who get a bezdin to be in charge of people who don't know how to handle their money like kids. They don't have chazaka to say that this kid's property is theirs. Ish eats all the nichse from his, all the Paris nichse you can't say it belongs to him, the wife sold it to him. She can't say, the nechosim of my husband belong to me. Father can't be machzik b'nichse ben if he doesn't have a star, we don't believe him, and not the son and the nechosim of the av. When did we say all the things that there's no chazaka or b'machzik, and the din that we're learning until now of cheskas shalosh shonim? That's a proof, together with a taina that you say how he came to you. If someone admits, I want to give this person a present, and brothers who decided to split the property and they decide you get this part and you get this part, that's a girl passed away and it's a hefka and you want to do chazaka of kinyan, not of a raya. Noal, if he locked or goda or he put a fence up or parat or he broke a fence, kolsho, even a little bit, arezu chazaka, that's already a kinyan to do a chalois kinyan. I mean, do the chazaka over here for the mission of chalois kinyan, that's a small thing that takes 1 second. And the chazaka of the proof, that takes 3 years, that's a whole different story. And apotopos could be kind of chazaka of straight away if we know that someone's macking at him really. It's a whole different story. It says the Gemara definitely based on the base. Avur the Shmuel Levi, the father of Shmuel and Levi, Tonu, they learned in the Mishnah, they read the Mishnah the following: Shutov ein chazaka. Partners don't have chazaka. V'kolshkein uman, even more so a craftsman. If already partners don't have chazaka to say, I bought off my partner, even though I've been in here 3 years and I ate all the fruit, he doesn't have chazaka. Kolshkein, a craftsman, who obviously the suit came to him because he was a craftsman. Shmuel Tony, but Shmuel learns a different. Uman ain't a chazaka. Uman doesn't have a chazaka. Aval Shutov, yesh le chazaka. Shutov, not like we learned in the Mishnah, does have a chazaka. He could say, I bought the whole field off my friend. The Aryeh, I've been in here 3 years and my friend didn't say anything. So the Gemara has the Shmuel Tamai. It fits in with Shmuel's shit. The Omar Shmuel, a Shutvim, machzikim zelze. They can do chazaka on the property that used to belong to both of them. Umeidim zelze. They can make an edus about the other part of the property that belongs to the Shutv and they're not called Nuigeh be'edus. We're going to discuss all these things a bit later. And when someone gives something to his friend to keep from the shutfus, the shemisachar for each other. Whenever it's by each one, he's the shemisachar for that thing that's by him. So we could see if it's an Shmuel who says that shutfim could do chazaka. Says the Gemara, Rami layer of Abba of Yudah, Rav Abba asked the kasha to Rav Yudah, the matzah to the ber of Zakai. Me Omar Shmuel Shutuf yesh chazaka. Did Shmuel say that Shutuf could make chazaka in the field of his friend? There's a Shutuf of him. Omar Shmuel Shutuf kiyod b'shustomi. When a Shutuf comes in, it's like I gave him permission. It's like someone who, like the Aryeh, it's like someone who I let you go into the field. Someone that I let in my field. Obviously, it's not chazaka. I didn't sell it to him. Lab lemeimra, they're not coming to tell you the Shutuf ain't a chazaka. Isn't that what I mean? The Shutuf kiyod b'shus, and here he's saying Shutuf yesh chazaka. So the more like kasha. The chilek between the two is, did the shutuf try saying that this half is mine and the other half's my shutuf, or he's tried saying that the whole field's mine? That's a difference. Some people learn this terror it's one way, meaning to say that shutuf doesn't have a chazaka when he goes down to everything. If he goes down to half, he does have a chazaka. And some people say the opposite. If he goes down to half, he has a chazaka. If he goes down to everything, he doesn't have a chazaka. Ravino Amar different teretz. Both to where he's trying to cover the whole field of the shutfus, and not to say that the better half belongs to him. Like kasha, there's no kasha. Hodeis b'din chalukah. In the case where there's din chalukah, his friend wouldn't let him be the 3 years without eating the peris. Because it's not a minig. If it's smaller than chalukah, each one takes it for many years, and the other one has it many years after him. And therefore, there's no chazaka that he ate the whole field. Shmuel just said, "Shutuf k'yered b'shustomi." Like we just learned, Michael Mashama, why are they coming to tell you? Shutuf ene chazaka. That shutuf doesn't have chazaka, like we learned from that before. Name a shutuf ene chazaka. Say it clearly. Why are you saying it in such a funny way? He must be trying to tell us another din. The Gemara, Amar Nachman, Amar Rabba Avur, Loima, it's coming to tell you an extra thing. Shnoita b'shvacha, magia lektefayim, b'soda she'ina asuyelita, kesoda asuyelita. This is the din. If someone, Reuben goes into Shimon's field without permission and plants over their stuff, so there's a difference between if this field is meant to be planted trees or not, how much Reuben should get paid, how much Shimon has to pay Reuben for what he did. And it's less of a better thing if it's meant for planting wheat and the guy went and planted trees, he gets Yodel Tachtoina. But if he went with permission, or Oris, that someone told him, go down to my field that was meant for wheat, and he planted trees, so the Oris gets wherever the agreement was. So we're saying over here, Shutuf, that not only the din that we're saying a shutuf can't be Emir Chazaka, also can tell you that shutuf who goes down and plants something, even though that the field's meant for wheat and he planted the trees, he gets his partnership, he gets like Oris, went in with permission, who gets his percentage. Thank you very much. We should all be blessed and happy and be zeicha to the light of Aaron HaKohen, who was Oyev Shalom, Veroidev Shalom. Kodesh.